Lebanon remains on edge as violence intensifies between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah, killing at least 4 IDF soldiers, while the latest death toll after the Israeli strikes rise to 47. This as intense new Israeli strikes in Lebanon cast doubts on the Iran-U.S. deal to end the war. Well, earlier, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance had warned Israel against expanding its offensive and dragging U.S. into a direct war with Iran. Now, Israel, which has expressed dissatisfaction with the U.S.-Iran agreement, has refused to withdraw troops from Lebanon despite U.S. President Donald Trump's peace push. The Israeli strikes are not stopping. These are the visuals from southern Lebanon, where smoke can be seen billowing after Israel launched strikes. The Lebanese Health Ministry says that Israeli airstrikes and bombardments killed at least 47, including 7 women and 2 children, and wounded 97 others in Lebanon, according to the latest updated toll released a short while ago. And this is in what it says is one of the deadliest single incidents since the latest round of escalation began. According to Reuters, who have quoted 2 Hezbollah sources, have reported that Israel and Hezbollah reached a ceasefire agreement on Friday to end their fighting in Lebanon. Now, residents and Lebanese media say airstrikes and shelling hit several towns in the Nabatea district overnight and into early Friday.
We hope the war stops permanently, not a 60-day war or a 60-day truce. We truly want the war to stop, and for us to go back to living, rebuilding our homes, and building things again the way we used to live. Our children have gone 3 or 4 years without school. They are not learning, and they are not seeing any good days in their lives at all.
Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi accused Israel of wanting permanent war following remarks from its far-right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir saying all Lebanon must burn after 4 Israeli soldiers were killed. Israeli minister said, and I quote, that all of Lebanon must burn. His remarks come after the IDF reported first loss of Israeli lives since the US-Iran deal was signed to end the West Asia war. The Iran-U.S. agreement also meant to end the Israel-Hezbollah conflict in Lebanon. It is thus under fire. Remember, under the very first point of the landmark 14-point Memorandum of Understanding, both Iran and U.S. committed to an immediate and permanent halt to military operations across all fronts, including Lebanon. However, as continued fighting threatening to undermine the fragile deal, will the peace agreement hold?
Yes. Bravo.
Speaking of Lebanon, the country has emerged as the peace agreement's biggest litmus test. Even as Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to a ceasefire, fresh clashes between both sides risk derailing the fragile truce, with Lebanon reporting a fresh Israeli attack. WION's Khadi Francis gets you this ground report from Beirut suburbs in Lebanon. Take a look.
Imagine to have survived a war. You have lost loved ones, you have lost your home, your whole memories, but you survived. So once a ceasefire is announced, you have to try and pick yourself up to find a place to rent or whether to reconstruct your home. But the worst than all of that is that even as you wait to restart your life, your destiny holds for a global agreement. And this agreement might be derailed any time. Now, this is the situation for thousands, for tens of thousands of Lebanese. According to reports, more than 200,000 civilian homes have been destroyed across Lebanon in the past few months. Now, all these peoples are waiting. If an agreement is in action, they might start to repick their pieces and their lives. And if there's no agreement, it's another war and another displacement in the stories of their lives. This is how paradoxic the situation is in Lebanon. I am Khadi Francis reporting for WION from Beirut's southern suburbs.